You're in the jungle, baby! What's up, Transformers fans? My name's Mondo, and today I'm taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. Starting off with accessories, you get Optimus Prime's Energon Axe, so this will go with the Studio Series buzzworthy Bumblebee exclusive Prime, Optimus Prime, which is a pain in the ass to get. And then you get the Trans Warp Key, which is cool. There's some nice paint detail in there, and it does actually come apart. It's really hard to get it apart, but trust me, it does. I'm not going to worry about that right now. You get 2 chains, and they are articulated in several places, and they can hook on Primal's awesome swords. Now these things are really cool. I like the sculpt detail and the silver paintwork, just really nice. And as I said, these will plug in like so. Got a hair in my finger. And you can have them dangling and hanging off, and also you can use these chains for the spike ball for the Studio Series Battle Trap. And you can also take Primal's swords and attach them to his back. It's a nice snug fit if you so choose, to kind of gear him up in beast mode like that. So that looks pretty cool. Out of the package, Primal comes in beast mode, and I've been excited for this guy for a couple reasons. Number one, looking at the promotional images, he looked awesome, and 2, he completes the Studio Series Maximals. So let's take a closer look at him. And yeah, he doesn't disappoint what I thought I'd be getting. I love his head sculpt, just really cool. His jaw is articulated, so you can shut it like that. So I can move up, down, all around. I mean, he's got a lot of nice articulation in beast mode, as you can see. He's got the elbows, the wrist. Now, official transformation, the hairy part of his arm here is supposed to be on the inside, but I actually prefer swinging it around and having the hairy part like so. I just think it looks nicer for his beast mode to have the hairy part on the outside. Speaking of that, he just looks really cool. And we already went over the head. I just can't get over that head sculpt. That is really nice. And he's got some nice fur texture and details. The robotic parts are nicely sculpted and painted. You can see some wear and tear. More of that fur look on his shoulders. Just a really, really beautiful figure in my opinion. Look at all the nice paintwork and detail here in the back. The back of the leg is kind of ugly because the robot mode is showing, but in this case it's there. It's a little ugly. It doesn't super bother me, but you do get some nice articulation in his legs, and you can stand him up as well. Let me make sure I'm doing it properly. Of course, I'm gonna fudge it because I'm my camera, but I'm moving everything around. Oh, there we go. Disengage that. Stand him up. And you can beat his chest. So yeah, really cool. Just a fantastic beast mode. And I love the look of the Maximals in the show, especially in the movie, I should say, especially Primal. And this guy does not disappoint. I love the color of the eyes coming out. Just really cool. Awesome beast mode. And here's Optimus Primal transformed into his robot mode. I did transform him off camera because you don't need to see me fumbling around transforming Transformers. But yeah, let's take a closer look at his robot mode, because I think, just like the beast mode, he looks awesome. Start off with that head sculpt. It's really cool. It does evoke the regular Beast Wars Primal battle mask. I know in the movie, I think he had nostrils as well, but I like this battle mask, and it's really cool. And you come down and see some more of that weathering damage or whatever, paint nicks. And again, still going with the awesome sculpt theme, really cool. Here's some more of that weathering, and of course the fur parts. But yeah, really nice sculpt, really nice detail all the way through arms, side. Just really, no matter what mode, some more of that weathering. There's his feet. So no matter what mode, I think there's a shot of his back. He looks awesome. And in the robot mode, he has the gorilla feet, which doesn't bother me. Now, as I get to gearing up Primal, I also forgot to show that you can connect his blades as well. And you could put them in like that, and then connect this one. So that's a really cool option. But for me, what I like to do is I like to put in his blades here, each arm, or hand I should say, and then plug in the chains. They go in nice and tight. Don't really have to worry about them falling out on you. Plug it in like that. And then what's really cool is the Energon axe. If you want to keep him with Primal, I keep moving everything, you can plug it in at his hip if you move his arm out of the way. So yeah, I think that's cool. So here he is all geared up. As I showed earlier, you can move the chains in different directions. You get some really good dynamic poses with this guy. Due to his articulation, of course, because he articulates really nicely. And robot mode, you got the head movement, up or down, up a little. You got the swivel here. This can pop up the shoulder, so you get his arm up like that. You get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, waist swivel. Move that out of the way. I don't want to get his sword or the axe. Get his leg up really far. You get a swivel up here, the upper leg, almost at the hip. Yep. Yeah, well, do the transformation as well. You get awesome knee bend, and then you get some ankle pivot. So yeah, he has a ton of articulation in robot mode, and he looks friggin' awesome in my opinion. And because I absolutely had to do this comparison, here is the Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Optimus Primal next to the Beast Wars Vintage or Reissue Optimus Primal. Both look awesome. Man, I forget how much bigger Transformers used to be back in the day sometimes. But yeah, really cool next to each other. So here's Primal next to the Voyager class Siege Prime. And I wanted to do this comparison because Primal is a leader class, so that means more money obviously, but he's not much bigger than a Voyager, as you can see here. But in this instance, I don't mind because he has some nice accessories and the engineering on this guy is awesome. And here's Optimus Primal with his Maximal team, and it's so awesome to finally get him to complete the Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Maximals. I think they look really awesome together. Before I get into my final thoughts, I just wanted to show Primal in his Beast mode with the rest of the Maximals. So what do I think about the Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Optimus Primal? If you couldn't tell by now, I absolutely love this figure. It's a shame that this hot mess, Studio Series Mirage, was my first review for the channel. But second time's a charm, I guess. And this figure I really love. From like both robot mode and beast mode, look great in my opinion. There's some really nice paint detail, some nice sculpt work. The only real con I think I have with the engineering is how the feet are on the back of his, or the robot feet are on the back of his beast mode leg, and vice versa when he's in robot mode. So that's the only small gripe I have, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me too much. And in the future, maybe if they make another Primal down the road, they will clean up that issue. But for now, this is the Primal, the newest Primal we have, and I absolutely love him. I couldn't be happier. I think I am going to keep him in beast mode for a while to be with the rest of his Maximal buddies, but I could see myself grabbing him quite often and transforming him into robot mode and displaying like that. He comes with a lot of cool accessories. And going back real quick to engineering, he is pretty cool to transform. There are a couple slight double hinges, but once you figure it out, get used to it, it's not frustrating at all. So yeah, he's engineered really nice besides the foot gripe. With that being said, drop me a comment and tell me what you think about Studio Series Optimus Primal, and that'll about do it. And as always, thanks for docking.